Welcome back. We're following the breaking news. California Senator Dianne Feinstein's death this morning at the age of 90. It marks the end of a political career that started here in the Bay Area and spanned more than 50 years.
At one point, she was a president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. The current president of the Board of Supervisors joins us now. Aaron Peskin on the phone with us here on Mornings on 2. Mr. Peskin, good morning. Good to hear from you.
Good morning.
It's a horrible way to start a day, but what's your reaction to someone you knew so well?
Oh, all the thoughts are going through my head. Dianne Feinstein was really synonymous with San Francisco, and even though she hadn't been a member of the Board of Supervisors or mayor for many, many years, in many ways, she never stopped being mayor. She was a constant presence, even as a United States Senator, in every aspect of San Francisco. She, in many ways, never left.
How do you think the tragedy that thrust her to the mayor's position in San Francisco impacted the rest of her political life?
Well, I mean, she was born of fire. She was born into political life. Matter of fact, she was about to leave elected office and walk away from politics when the Moscone milk assassinations happened, and she emerged really as a voice that knit the city back together in a tragic time, and I think that informed her experience for decades thereafter in the United States Senate.
Talk about her personally, for you, when you would sit and you would talk with her or spend time with her, things that we don't know. How would you describe her?
Well, I mean, here's a United States Senator who knows people all over the country, but I was always amazed that, I mean, she always remembered my name. She was firm but kind, always had words of advice. And always down in the weeds. I mean, I cannot tell you the number of times she'd be like, "How come you haven't done something, cleaned up this particular corner?" Or, I mean, it was unbelievable how her attention to detail over things in her city were. But yeah, she will be terribly missed.
I read just this morning that after she became mayor, she could never bear to sit in Mayor Moscone's chair there at City Hall, but that she could also never bear to remove it. It struck me as a detail that was perhaps a little more intimate and sentimental than much of what we've been hearing about the senator, frankly, in the past 10+ years. Is that little detail something that you knew her well as, maybe something that the public wasn't aware of?
No, I've been around in politics in San Francisco for a long, long time, but that is way before my time. But there was, I mean, the Milk Moscone assassination colored so much of her thinking publicly and privately. I mean, I remember her remarking about how, you know, people who on the Board of Supervisors, and I've served with 41 different members of the Board of Supervisors, and there's been a couple who have been pretty obstreperous, and I remember her worrying about one of them in particular, you know, behaving like the killer, Dan White, and she was worried, and actually even once, you know, told me she was worried that this guy could become another Dan White. This is many, many years ago, but obviously it colored so much of her thinking from those tragic, horrible days.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Peskin, President of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, thank you for taking the time to join us here on Mornings on 2. Our condolences to you as well for the death of your friend. Thank you.
Thank you.